Today on Auto Shots we have the 2020 Tucson. Today we will do a detailed review from exploring different places to doing some off-roading. The new BS6 Tucson gets a few exterior tweaks. A new headlamp, you get a new grille, you get a new bumper, new fog lamps with front parking sensors. Here you get 18-inch alloys, you have puddle lamps right now covered in mud. And if you come at the back, you have these brand new LED tail lamps and these reflector strips at the back, which just makes the car look good. It's not a big change on the outside, but Tucson never needed it. And this is the last of its kind, because the next Tucson is going to be completely radical. Now that we are done with Diwar, we are moving on to another location in Bicholim. Till then, let me tell you how this car drives. So, Tucson has now become BS6. It gets two engines. That's the petrol and the diesel. What I'm driving is the diesel. That will give you 185 horsepower with 400 Nm of torque. You also get an all-wheel drive version, where it's not an off-roader. Okay, you can do soft-roading, you can take it to multiple places. But that all-wheel drive version is only available in the diesel variant. If you had to ask me, I'd say take the diesel because of this. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you get the diesel, do keep doing this. While we wait for the ferry, let me just tell you about how this car drives. Start off with the steering. The steering is soft. It's not meant to be sporty. It does not give you any feel, sort of, but yes, it is not bad and it does give you enough confidence at high speeds. The suspension is again a softer suspension, which will give you some body roll, but if you had to take it through bumps and bad patches of road, works. In terms of refinement, the whole cabin feels great. I mean, you saw what kind of driving we did some time back. And if I had to put the AC on and just drive, I don't feel anything apart from the ABS going mad. Tucson is competing with the biggies like Mercedes GLA, the BMW X1 and also Skoda Karoq. We are on our way to Bicholim. We are on this particular ferry and you can see that the ferry going. So if you have noticed, the huge overhangs in the front does not allow the Tucson to literally come into the ferry. You know, it normally touches. So even though it's a pretty big car, that's one disadvantage the Tucson has. Here we have the infotainment screen. This is a little smaller than the Creta, but what's good about it is these buttons. Because while you're driving, you can simply access what you need with these. Today we've travelled more than 100 kilometers and covered half of Goa in the Tucson. While there are a few things which I didn't like about the Tucson. Number one is the ground clearance. I find it a little low. I wish Hyundai could increase it a little bit. Second are these overhangs in the front. They are so big that if you approach a steep slope, you might end up touching your front bumper there. The Seltos gets a 360-degree parking camera, while the Tucson doesn't. Why? Finally is the middle seat belt on the rear seat that is placed on the roof. That will make the other passengers uncomfortable. These are a few bad things, but I'll tell you a few things which I loved about the Tucson. First is the comfort. The Tucson is very comfortable in the front seat. You have lumbar support. You also have electronically adjustable seats for the passenger. And it's damn refined. Second is the torque. If you had to get this diesel engine, you have 400 Nm of torque available at a sweet spot. Also, the gap between the top end and the base model is around 5 lakhs. So if you had to sacrifice on those 5 lakhs, you could get a petrol engine, two-wheel drive and still a lot many features. Well, my verdict, Tucson is the pro version of the Creta. I mean the old Creta actually. So I personally had a lot of fun today. You know, we did almost everything and now we are here, put the car in this water and having fun. While if you guys love this kind of content and you want us to explore more places in Goa with different cars, then let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, then do like, share and subscribe for more. Action off.